My name is Junior Mangole, and my stage name is ML BEATZ.
Let's start at the beginning. How did your journey with this particular individual begin?
I'm here to respond to this guy, this boy, Pepsin. Because I think 3 days ago I was watching the LNT, it's LNT, right? LNT podcast. So I came here to respond to whatever that he said about. First of all, the guy lied. He lied about me and say I came to him to look for a job, and it's a lie. The person who brought me to Maximum Styles, it's Strides Films. That one is my friend. He brought me there to mix and master for Botanist because there was no producer there. I went there to mix his album, but the guy was saying like, no, ML came to the studio to look for a job, and it's not true because me, I work with big artists. I work with big artists, and there was a business. And the time I get there, the guy was like, "No, it's fine. I'm gonna pay you for the work for the studio session. He's gonna pay him for the studio session, and then whenever they pay for the royalties, he's gonna give me my share." And I've never get not even a cent, not even a cent. And I keeps working with the guy and was busy complaining. Oh, I spend a lot of money on the artists. They're ungrateful. I spend over 6 million on these boys, Botanist, Fruity, Bon Pot. But these people are ungrateful. But me, I've never seen that money. And he lied again to say that me, I was getting a salary. That's a lie. Because me and him, we had an agreement in 2022. Yeah, the time Fruity left, I was about to go home because me, I'm not a South African. You know, I'm not a South African. I'm from Congo. And my document expired during the COVID, and I was not able to renew the things. And the guy took advantage of that because I was working with him. The time I wanted to go home and fix my things, the guy was like, okay, ML, don't go home. Once they pay the royalties, I'm going to buy you a flat. I'm going to buy you a Range Rover and all those things. And I was like, oh, just imagine ML BEATZ in South Africa with a flat, his own Range Rover. And I was like, oh, wow. Let me just stay for maybe, maybe God is using him, you understand? He's my Jesus, something like that. I was like, no, let me just be there, you understand? And wait for my Range Rover and think, imagine me driving in those freeways. And I was like, no, let me just wait. Let me just wait a bit. And then that thing never happened. And then the time Fruity left, I was like, no, I want to go home because it's not easy to survive here in South Africa without documents. I'm a big producer. Imagine you are working with big artists. I know it's nonsense. Let me just go home, fix my things and come back. And the guy was promising me a lot of things and nothing happened. Another thing, the time I get there for the first time, he told me that he'll be giving me my royalties. But I've never get nothing at all. You understand? Nothing, I swear to God, like nothing at all. And then I keeps working with the guy because I know Pepsin is not a singer, he's not a musician, that's one. Because I made him. I was the one teaching him how to hold the microphone. I struggle a lot to mix his voice. I went through a lot as a producer, and I went through a lot. I don't want to lie. I went through a lot. I don't want to talk much, but it was just bad. It was just bad. And on top of that, the guy promised me that he's gonna buy me a car. That was in 2021. Yeah, it was during COVID. He promised me that he's gonna buy me a car, and I was like, no. I was excited. He was like, no, I'm waiting for the fund from arts and culture. Once they paid me the money, I'm gonna buy you a car and things like that. I'm like, no, I'm waiting for my car because I'm working very hard. You understand? I'm working very hard over time. You understand? Because before me, Maximum Styles music were not playing on radio. The time I get there, that's the time they started playing their music on radios, you understand? So I was waiting for my car. And then in 2024, last year, the guy came to me, oh no, ML, I'm going to buy you a car. I was supposed to buy my own car. But he came to me and I'm going, ML, I'm going to buy you a car. This is just a gift for whatever that you've done for me. You made me, you make me sound nice, and I'm the baddest artist in the Mzansi reggae and whatever. What he said, I'm going to buy you a car. And then he bought me a car. And that car was a Swaziland registration car. And those cars, they are not allowed to be driven here in South Africa. You can't drive those cars here in South Africa. You understand? And then after buying me that car, the headlights were not working. The hooter was not working. The gearbox was not working. So I took out my money. I spent over 25K to fix all those things. And then after that, I asked him, where are the papers of the car? Because the time we bought the car, the guy was like, no. He gave me the papers. I remember, that white guy gave me the papers. And then after 2 days, he came to me, oh, Ahmed, we need to do the change of ownership. And then I give him back the car. I was like, this guy want the change of ownership because what's happening? And then after that, he was like, okay, I called him because the time the disc expired, because they were arresting me on the road and asked me for a lot of things. I called him. I'm like, where are the papers of the car? Because I need clarity. I want to know what's happening. And the guy was like, no, I lost the papers of the car. And I'm like, how come? How did you how did you lose the papers of the car? And then I was like, no, it's fine, it's okay, it's okay. And then I managed to call the guy who sold us the car, that white guy. I called him and I asked him, what's going on? And then he was like, no, the change of the ownership was done a long time ago and the car is registered under Pepsi name. Then I'm like, okay, so that means this guy is playing with me. Then I was like, okay, it's fine, it's okay. Let's just leave it the way it is. And then all these things happened last year. And then the time I was like, no, I'm not going to work with this guy anymore because I think he's using me. How come I'm working for him? I'm producing for him and I don't have documents. He promised me that he's going to do all these things for me. And I'm struggling. I can't even open a simple bank account. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. A producer like me with everything that I'm doing, because I know Maximum Styles, it's a company that it's registered, you understand? Everyone knows about all those things. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to work with this guy. I stopped. And then every time the guy is going to call me, oh, man, I want you to come to the studio. Please let us fix things. And then we arranged a meeting, me and him, in Sentin Mall. We discussed about these car things. Oh, no. And the guy was acting like, oh, do I have those papers of the car? I thought maybe I give them back to you. Oh, I'll go and check in the house and things like that. I'm like, yo, this guy he thinks I'm stupid. He didn't know that I spoke to that white guy already. He didn't know that. And then after that, he was like, oh, okay, I'll go and check if those papers are there and things like that. And the time he wanted to use me again to come and produce for him, I'm like, no, I'm not going to come there. Right now, I'm busy with other things. I'm not going to come there. The guy was putting pressure on me. ML, come please, let's fix the things, let us talk and things like that. I'm like, no, I don't have time for you. I'm focused on other things. And then, after that, the guy, when he saw like, no, this guy was really serious, he wanted his car back. And I'm like, that was my car. But how come you are asking me for you want that car back? I'm like, no, I don't want any trouble with you. If you want your car back, just come and collect it. I don't want any problem with you. I don't want any problem with you because me, I'm not from here in South Africa. I came here to hustle like other people and I don't want any trouble. And then another thing I hear him saying, I give him back the car. So another thing I hear him saying that me, I was getting a salary. And it's not true. It's not true. The time Fruity left, I was about to go home and fix the things. And the guy told me, I'm like, no, there's nothing that I'm doing here. It's better I go home and fix my things. And then I come back and do the right thing because whatever that's going on is not normal to me. And the guy promised me a lot of things. He promised me that he's going to fix me. He's going to fix my documents. He never done that before. Like never, ever. That was in 2022. He was like, no, for now, I'll be paying 1,000 only for a song. And I was not getting any royalties. He lied to me that he would be paying me royalties. He took advantage because I'm not a South African. And it's fine. It's fine. And he was like, if you produce for me 3 songs, I'll be paying you 3K per month. And I was working. I was doing the job from 2022 until 2024. So the guy was using me. And then the time I was like, I found out that, no, this guy is using me. He's using me. He promised me a car. And then he registered the car under his name. So And it doesn't make sense. I've been working hard for this guy. How come? Imagine I give them more than 200 songs. More than 200 songs. Not even a sense to say, no, this man, he come from the realities. This is your share or something. I've never get, not even a sense. Imagine I came to South Africa to hustle. Even the time he bought me a car, he took videos. You are the one taking video because me, I've never, even the videos that I took, I've never posted those things. But him, he was the one. I don't know if he wanted to show off that, I've done something for the producer and what. He did that thing. He posted those videos to show people that he bought me a car, and after that he registered the car under his name. Can you believe that? That's evil. You understand? Even my family back home, they saw those videos and they were happy, like, oh, we are happy, our brothers and things like that. But the car was not under my name. But in the podcast, he said, ML knew that car, because I have videos in my phone. I have everything in my phone. No, ML knew that the car belonged to Maximum Styles and all those things. It's very bad, it's very bad. I didn't want to talk about these things, but it's very sad, it's very sad. No, this guy took advantage of me because my document expired during COVID and I was already working with him, you understand? And the guy didn't want to give me a contract. You understand? He didn't want to give me a contract to say, okay, ML, we're going to sign, you're going to get this much and this. He never wanted to give me, until now, he never done that. To say, okay, ML, this is your contract or something like that. Never. Never.
Did you ask for the contract?
I asked him, he never gave me that thing. He never gave me that thing. He just wanted me to be there. I don't know if in his mind he thought maybe I'm his slave or something like that. No, that's not true.
And energy is currency. And you mentioned that you have produced over 200 songs for this particular individual.
Yeah.
How has your life on a personal level been affected by the non-return?
No, with me, I was not only working with Maximum Styles because I work also with artists overseas. And they're the one give me like good money, you understand? The only money that I was getting from him, it was just that 3K after producing for him 3 songs. But the guy didn't want me to work with other people in the Mzansi reggae, even in South Africa. He wanted me to be at the studio every day. But my rent alone, I was spending 5K, 6K plus electricity. Like, okay, my daughter, schools and whatever, I was spending 15K every month, but I was getting only 3K from that guy. But he didn't want me to work with other people. He was jealous. You understand? Yeah, that's what happened.
So what's something that you've never had the opportunity to say that you have been provided the platform to do so now?
You see me, I don't like talking too much. You understand? I don't like talking too much. Yeah, I'm like that. I'm fine with everyone. You understand? And him, I was taking him as a brother. You understand? Because, I left my family back home. And the time I get here in South Africa, I'm like, yo, at least I found a brother. You understand? I'm like, yo, okay, I don't have to put pressure on him. He promised me a lot of things. Let's just work. We don't know what's going to come after. But I didn't know that the guy was using me. Until I realized that, no, this guy is evil. Is evil, this guy. And every time, if I go to the studio with my girlfriend, the next day, you will find him in the inbox. I'm like, what the fuck? What is wrong with this guy? What does he want from me? What does he want from me? And it's not the first time. I've been fighting with him over girls years and years. And all the people knows. They know those things. And I'm like, what does he want from me? This guy is married. What does he want from me? What does he want from me? Every girl that I chow, he must also go there. And it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And I have all the proof.
If you could say something to him directly, what would it be?
The only thing that I can say to him, you see him, he must just go to hell. That's all I can say. Because he was trying to ruin my life. Because I made him. That guy is not an artist. He's not an artist at all. He's not an artist. But I made him to become an artist. I've worked overtime to make him sound nice and all those things. But I can just say thanks to him for the experience and everything. It's fine, it's okay, it's life, and then yeah, it's fine. That's all I can say.